Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Natique in Elk Grove, California, and NatiqueYarns.com, coming to you live on Thursday. It is one more day till the end of September.
How?
Yep. I don't know. Tomorrow's the last day. I don't know what happened. I don't know how we got here, but here we are. So we are super excited for fall, even though our weather doesn't seem to be on that same page. I guess for us 80s and 90s is fall.
That is fall.
Because, I mean, we did have 117 a couple weeks ago, so I'm not complaining. I'm just like, where's the fall weather?
Yeah.
Like, it should be like 78.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Right? I mean, it does feel really good at night. It cools off amazingly at night now. I don't want to like that all day. I'm ready for sweaters all day.
Yeah.
And we got like a week of it, which is what was torture. We got a week of sweater weather, so I'm like, okay, soft knit socks, sweaters. Why is it hot?
The weather is confused.
It tricked me. It tricked me. Okay. So, just a couple days left to enter to win our grand prize drawing. So we have the fabulous Natique tote bag with a skein of Noro Sweeto, which is a bulky weight yarn at 352 yards per skein. And then 4 Sweeto minis in that bright blue that complements the blue tweed flex in the big barrel ball. And our pattern for the boys, which is a really fun scarf pattern. I wish it showed better on the printout, but it printed really dark. Done on size 13 needles, so you know that's a super fast knit. We did it with the stripe section in the middle, but you can't...
Oops, thought we were getting a picture.
You can do it with the stripe section in the middle, which we did write notes on the second page as to how many inches you would do solid, then you would do all your striping, and then solid again. Or if you want to just make it super easy, you can stripe at the beginning with 2 of the minis, do solid till it's whatever length this was, shorter than your desired length, and then stripe with the other 2 and make it super easy. Very fun, fast knit. Whoever's the lucky winner can knit this. They can do something else with it. You have no rules beyond enjoy your scrumptious new yarn and bag. And how you get entered into the grand prize drawing is every time you make a purchase from the 16th through the 30th of September. I keep wanting to say July. My brain wants to go backwards. So the 16th through the 30th of September, every purchase gets you 1 entry. It is cumulative. If you purchase 10 times, you get 10 entries. If you purchase 1 time, you get 1 entry.
Can somebody type in for Helen to refresh her Facebook page? She has no sound, so I can't tell her.
Let me try.
Sometimes that happens to me when I'm in the back, and I'm like, I can't hear anything. It's really weird.
I replied to Helen.
Okay.
Is so far, I've only got 1 no sound, so that usually means it's a technical difficulty on the device's part. So we will draw to see who the lucky winner is on Saturday, October 1st. Still weird to say that.
Yeah.
And see who gets that fabulous prize. Then we have today's daily prize. This is a super fun skein of 90% organic cotton, 10% cashmere, so it's very soft. It is 253 yards. Yarn is called Summer Delight, because it's summer friendly with its cotton blend, and delightful because it has a little bit of cashmere to make it soft. At least that's where I'm explaining the name from. So then we've paired it with our really fun mesh lace cowl pattern, Fishnets. Very fun pattern. It's yarn over knit 2 together on one round and knit on the other round. So very beginner friendly. If you're intimidated by yarn overs, do this first. And how you get entered into the daily drawing is if you react to the video. Any interactions with the video get you entries, but each interaction gets different values. Like if you like, love, care, any of the reactions, then you get 1 entry per bubble. If you comment on the video with any comment, you get 5 entries per comment. And then if you share the video with the little swoosh arrow in the corner, to your stories, to a page, etc., and come back to that day's video and comment shared to and where, you are going to get 11 entries for your share. I want to have ended on a heart. There we go. So today's winner will be determined off of yesterday's video interactions. So let's see who our lucky winner is.
Beverly Reiser. Congratulations. Since you are not local, you can, let's see, next time you make a purchase, just tell us in the notes that you have a prize and we will include it in your package. If you win and you are local, just come into the boutique, let us know you have a prize, and we will get it out of the cabinet for you. Oh, wait a minute. What am I seeing? Beverly says pass. Pass it on.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Beverly.
So let's pick another winner.
Pam got her shipment. Here we go.
Oh, somebody new.
All right, Patricia
Stauffer?
All right. Well, if you're local, come on by. If you're not, next time you make a purchase, just let us know in the notes. And I'm just fascinated with the red. I'm not a red person, you guys know that, but I love this combination here of this red rainbow.
Like she is now.
You shush, just because I used something red yesterday. Okay, I used one of these. I had to measure my sweater, so I used one of our Knits That Fit kit tongue twister, but I had to use the red one because I don't knit with red, so I knew it would show up quite well with my, at the time, blue yarn. So if you guys don't have one of these, they're awesome.
And it is a very good idea to get them in a color that you don't commonly knit with, because that way it is easy to see it against your stitches. Oh, Maria must know who Patricia is.
Awesome. I hope she's in the collective so I can link her later. Because I do try and get everything in the collective as soon as we're finished here. That way you guys can still find all the links easy.
All right. Today's yarn pinned, and we are ready to talk about scrumptious new or reorders of one of our favorite worsted weight yarns, Malabrigo Rios.
I love this yarn.
It is so soft. It is machine washable.
Let's see. Lynn wants to know how the kits work. We can hopefully do that at the end of the video.
Yeah, let me put myself a note, because by the end of the video, my brain will likely have squirreled.
Meanwhile, we can look at this pretty Rios, which is, oh, I don't even know how to say that. Lapacho?
I think so. Lapacho? Yeah.
I can say Pacheco, but not that one.
So Rios is a worsted weight yarn that is 100% superwash merino wool, meaning it is machine washable and dryable. It is still nice and warm because it's still wool. And there are 210 yards per skein, which means a lot of your smaller projects are 1 skein wonders. And you don't need a lot of skeins for a sweater either. This is a really pretty, like, kind of pink clay. It's probably considered to be in the coral family, but it really reminds me of, like, clay, like Northern California clay.
I'm waiting for the food description.
I don't actually have a food description for this one. Clay or putty? That's it, because it's silly putty colored.
It's darker than silly putty.
Yeah, it's a little darker, but it's close.
Don't eat silly putty.
No. Although I do think it's non-toxic, so I don't think
Probably.
it will hurt
Ew.
you. But I'm pretty sure it would be nasty.
Yeah.
If you want a softer color that might go with that one, 707 Melon. Which is a really pretty soft kind of peach, very much like a really light cantaloupe kind of color.
There's the food. It's definitely
definitely
cantaloupe.
Healthy food.
I love cantaloupe.
Sandy, if you're not getting notifications about our Facebook Lives, you have to go to our Facebook page, and then where there's the little button for like, follow, there's usually like a little carrot or the 3 dots there, and you have to click on receive notifications. Every time Facebook does an update, they decide what notifications you should still be getting. It's persnickety. Now, if you do want a nice coral, there is color 896 Living Coral. I hope I did the number right because I'm reading upside down.
896, yes.
Which is a really vibrant, rich coral.
We need a color foil for it. It almost looks glazed carrot on the screen.
Yeah, it is definitely a coral. The screen is making it look more orange. There is a peachy pink tone to it.
Did that help?
Not really.
Not really. But if you like bright coral, just get it. We'll be happy.
I'm like, I don't have anything orange over here to set it off, because that's what would probably
here.
do it. Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
Knit
folks.
pumpkin.
I'm stretching at the same time as I'm cameraing.
That would probably... Let's see if that helps pink it up a little bit. It helped a little bit. It's one of those colors that does not like to behave with the camera, but it is a slightly pink coral. And we still have some of those fabulous resin pumpkins if you guys don't have time to knit pumpkins for the fall. Which, if you're me, you don't have time to knit pumpkins for the fall. And so many people think they're knit that it's like, oh, just go with it. They're not going to know.
And now I'm trying to decipher the knit pattern on it.
It still looks like carrots. I'm like, sorry. Alright, let me pop a couple links in here and then show you guys a couple cute projects that we like for this yarn. If you want a one skein project, the February hat is a really fun folded brim. Although you don't necessarily have to do a folded brim. It looks like a folded brim.
It's seamed. It's like a double layer, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It sure looks like it, because I don't see
a
cast-on edge there, unless they did an Italian cast-on, because those look like the ribbing continues around the edge. See, we get squirreled on how stuff's done. But you have the little 1x1 ribbing, a little seed stitch, this little dash pattern, more of like a mistake or garter rib. I don't really know what this stitch is. It's kind of like maybe like those purl two togethers where you like purl two together into the same stitch twice almost. So it doesn't really decrease. I don't know. It looks
it's got some extra thick texture.
Some more seed stitch, that dash stitch, and then a ribbing again at the top. And then of course a pom, although I would still do a fur pom. Because the pattern calls for 220 yards, that's assuming you're making a pom out of the yarn. If you're not making a pom, then the 210 of Rios is for sure enough. And it's a free pattern. We should add this to our library so that if it doesn't stay free, we still have it. That's a trick for you guys. bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you are feeling the sweater weather like I am, this new one from Melanie Berg is so cute. This is Peach Fuzz. It has that like boxy sweater shape of sweaters like Weekender or Little Lulu, but you have the color blocking of the ribbing and the top being one color, the center being another, and then the sleeves being two more contrasting colors. Like here's another color combo. Hers is very fall. Here's this, looks like she's using that Lopacho color almost.
Mm-hmm.
Super cute. Here you can see that it's a nice boxy fit. And it has 7 sizes from a 40¼ inch to a 61¼ inch. Recommended ease 8 inches. For the boxy ones, I tend to go 2 to 4 inches because I don't like them that oversized, like more like how she has hers fitted, that it's a little more snug. And for your contrast colors, like these two must be the sleeve colors. You need at most 2 skeins. For the main colors, you need at most 4 skeins. At most, I'd say 3 skeins because you're probably not really using quite all of it. 4 to be safe. That can be the color you swatch in. But that's at the absolute most. The lowest ones are a little over 2 skeins, 3, 1, 1. Super cute. I really like that sweater. That may have to go on Anna's to knit list. Which may not be a short list. Right? Karen said that would be fun to put colors together for. Yeah, I mean, like,
right?
all you
That's what
need
I was
is
thinking.
one more color. I mean, if you want to keep it very in the warm color family fall, you could make your 4th color 651 Ciebo, which is like a rustic barn fall red. It's looking more orange on camera, but it does have like a reddish tint to it. So that could be your 4 colors. Or if you are a blue person, we could start you off with color 644 Rio de la Plata, which is like a soft denim blue.
It was color number 644.
Hold on, this one came untwisted on me. But you could also then add 645 Casa Pueblo, which is like a soft navy. Kind of like that French navy kind of color. It's a little bit lighter than your average navy. Add in 706 Cosmos. Like I would do that as one of your sleeve colors. Like I'd probably do these 2 as the sleeves, and then this and 646 Lobo Merino, the charcoal gray, as the body colors.
There we go.
Body and sleeves.
That is a pretty set of blues, isn't it, Nancy?
Because we have one other blue, but it's very bright. I don't know if it would quite fit in. This is 683 Cyan, which is not the English spelling of cyan, it's C-I-A-N. But it is very bright.
It's tropical, right? Because it's not true on the phone at all.
Yeah, it's that like crystal clear blue water.
Yeah.
That you're like, how is it that blue? It's that color. It even has like the little like light highlights like the water would have from the sun on the ripples.
Yeah, you can see the highlights, but it's still It's very tropical Caribbean blue.
So you could kind of get away with that one in there.
Just surprised myself. I have a different drink today. Like, wait, what did I... Oh, yeah. I did get that one.
This tastes funny.
I know.
Then we have a really pretty gray purple called Palomo.
I do like this one.
It's-
Just enough purple that it's purple.
It's lavender gray. See, that one would look really good with the Lobo Merino. It would also look amazing with Niebla, which has kind of that purple tint to the taupe gray in here, but then it has these warm gold highlights. And depending on how much of a pop color you want, this one would be really fun. This is 655 Chaja, which is like a Dijon mustard yellow. Sorry, food, can't help it.
That's pretty. I still have to start, is it Bodie or Brody? I always get the name wrong.
Bodie.
Bodie.
I don't have that one prepared.
Every time I decide on a color, somebody beats me to it, and then I have to pick a new color.
That's okay.
I know. New yarn. Darn.
Okay, so I could squirrel on that sweater for days, but I do have lots of other projects to show you guys that go grand with Rios. If you want to learn to knit socks, worsted weight socks are the way to go. And Tin Can Knits patterns are written to be learn to do something friendly. So Rye takes worsted weight yarn. It has this cute little pearl texture detail on the top of the foot only. As you can see, it has little people sizes and adult people sizes. If somebody did theirs stripey. You can do it without the texture on the top of the foot if you just want a plain smooth sock. But these are fantastic for learning to knit socks, and there's sizes from baby to adult large. And you only need 1 to 2 skeins depending on what size socks you're making. So they end up more of like a boot sock or a slipper sock, but they're still amazing socks. I have a couple pair. Then if you're in love with the sweater that Danielle is test knitting but don't want to wait for that pattern to come out, this is another one by the same designer. This is Big Sister. It has these really cute diagonal pockets. I love that she puts pockets in her sweaters because some people are like, no, pockets will stretch out. And I'm like, I don't care, give me pockets. I like pockets on everything. They are for snacks, they're for your phone, they're for sticking your hands in when it's really cold. Pockets are useful, people. Give me all the pockets. Really cute knit sideways detail here. So it's basically like a big knitted on border. Stockinette body with, I can see there's a little bit of shaping in there to make it kind of more A-line, which is very flattering in a cardigan. Set in sleeves. That sideways garter rib detail around the cuffs and along the front bands. There's this cute little detail here that makes the collar separate. If you don't like that, you can just pick up and knit all the way around, so don't let that stop you. And this one is sized from a 34-inch to a 60-inch and takes, let's see, where's the yardage? 6 to 9 skeins for a like car coat length jacket style sweater. It's not a lot of yarn. And it's super cute. I'm adding this one to my list too. Thankfully, I can go back and look at these later. Then this one, a kilo, if you want a small project. This one if you didn't make it as tall, could be done with one skein because they made theirs really tall. But it's this really pretty like rippling wave cable pattern and a wavy lace pattern. So you're getting two different stitch patterns, which I think helps keep you from getting bored. Cables and the lace. So 1 to 2 skeins for this one. The full size, if you did it full size, let's see if she says the measurements. It looks like it's like 12 inches tall. Yeah. So they did a 39-inch by 12 inches tall. You could easily do a 1 skein one and get that 6 inches. That is the length that we usually do on a cowl because it's not that cold here.
I'm fascinated by that lace.
Right? You're like, I have to knit this.
I'm staring at it really close, you guys. You can't see me, but I'm like, I want to know how they did that.
She's like a moth to a flame. She keeps getting closer and closer to the screen. I'm like, this is why our eyesight is going to pot because we're like,
right?
We get 3 inches from the screen. It's okay.
I just want to know how they did it.
I know. I do that all the time too. I think Danielle is like, what are you doing? I'm like, drooling.
Mm-hmm.
Here's, I can't forget the pink people. Here's Santa Rita, color 653. It's a really rich, deep raspberry, like a little darker than magenta kind of color. And yes, I threw out raspberry. I'm the food description lady. Then if you want a soft kind of mauvey lavender, we have 657. Not sure if it's supposed to be Lila or Lila. It could go either way. But you can see like it looks more purple next to the pink because the pink is so saturated that it dominates the pink and lets the purple shine more with this one. I can't help myself but group them in color families. We have color 36 Pearl, which is like a really light, this one they did the tag backwards. There. Really light, like silver lavender. Like it would definitely go with Palomo, that gray purple.
Oh, look how that brought it out.
Right? Like
wow.
That could be your sweater if you're still stuck on the sweater like I am. Totally stuck on the sweater. Then, okay, let me show you guys a couple more patterns because I found lots of cute things this morning. I kind of rabbit holed a little bit. Okay. So we have this really cute butterfly knit tee. This would be a very beginner friendly sweater because you've just got a little bit of shaping in the armholes. It looks like simple, like it says it'll zoom, but it won't zoom. Just stockinette with a garter column. So it's like knit, one round is all knit and then the other is knit 3 purl one, it looks like. It's got this great increased detail on the shoulder. I love when they shape it this way because it fits on your shoulders a little bit better than your traditional raglan. So it's set in sleeves in the shaping, but you're not sewing them in later. It's all one piece. I love that technique. Might have to do this one now too, just because I love that method.
I do like this one. It's pretty.
Here it is in like a cobalt blue, which is not an easy color to photograph. Kind of a sand color. Very easy. The 2.5s must come in on like the ribbing on the neckline because I feel like most of the sweaters got to be knit on the 6s. Uh-oh, where did the English go?
It's only in Danish.
Well, shoot. I need somebody to help me translate this one because I wanted to knit this one. All right, clothes out of it.
Oh, that's cute.
This one was the first one I found this morning, and I'm like, I don't need to look for anything else. This is so fun. This is the Twofold Cowl, and at first I was like, okay, it's like a double layered bandana cowl with this little intarsia cable twist up the middle. But then you click down and you're like, oh look, buttons. So it's actually a scarf that can be buttoned into a cowl in a couple different ways. So depending on how cold it is, you can wear it different ways. You can just wear it as a scarf. You can double layer it up. But it only takes 500 yards, which is 2 skeins each of your 2 colors. Yeah, this one's super cute. Then for people who have tiny people on the way, here is a fun blanket to do. This one I feel like is the kind of blanket that would keep me from getting bored and not finishing it. Because if I get bored, it's over. This is the Little Dearest baby blanket. It is knit on the bias, meaning that you increase out and then decrease back down. You've got like a slip stitch type texture. Look here, garter stitch. So you're alternating between the 2 stitch patterns and you're increasing and decreasing. So it saves you from that. If I have to just knit garter stitch for 1 more row, I'm out. And then it's really cute when they have this eyelet border on here, because this is a really fun way to do it if like maybe somebody doesn't want to tell you what the gender is going to be. You can do the blanket in a neutral color, and then when you find out it's a girl or a boy, you can weave through a pink or blue ribbon. Or if they're doing a theme where everything's green, then you could weave through a green ribbon and tie a little bow in 1/4 to finish it off. I love the little eyelet border because that gives you options to customize it when you find out more details. And this one, 6 skeins to make a 36-inch square blanket. All right, let me show you guys a couple more colors. Because we have lots. We have this gorgeous caramel color, Dolce De Leche. I'm going to move some of the colors I showed already behind me because I'm running out of room. Okay. Then we have a soft sand color. This is 642 Lonja. We have a gorgeous olive green. This is a great olive. This is mate. It's like a gray olive, so it's not that like army green only olive. It can be other things. It doesn't have to be only like camo kind of colors. But it still fits in that if you're going for that, which is what I like. I like it to have a little multiple personality going on. Then these last 2 don't necessarily go with any of the other colors, but they are pretty. We have color 83 Water Green. This has been probably one of the more popular, like lighter colors, because it's like that aqua mint green. Then last but not least, if you want a little bold pop of color, which
gotta
you
love
know
this
I
one.
do, color 11 Apple Green, which is that bright like Granny Smith apple green. Which I learned a really cool fact about apples yesterday, that they get their color from the sunlight. So there's a whole tradition in Japan that they like have these little bag covers that go over them, and that's what makes those white apples that you see occasionally on videos. It's not a special type of apple. They didn't peel it. It's nothing weird like that. They literally just denied it sunlight.
Wow.
And it makes it this creamy white. So I'm like, fun fact for the day, apples get their color from the sun.
That's crazy.
Right? Okay, I have a couple more patterns to show you guys, then we'll move on. This one, I'm like, do people have projects yet? Because the pictures are all in black and white, which makes it really hard to see. Like, it's a brand new hat pattern from Tin Can Knits, and it's got 2 different style cables. Let me go back. Maybe one of them will let me zoom a little bit better. You have more of like a braided cable, and then the little, probably 2x2 left twist cable with the pearl valleys in between. And then I love how neatly they decreased, like everything, like these end in little points, like little icicles, and then you get this star in the top from the bigger cables. So they continued the pattern up beautifully into the decreases. This is a 1 skein project for anything from newborn to adult large. Let's see, okay, here's the only one in color, and they did it in kind of a variegated, so it's a little hard to see, and you can tell it's unblocked. The reason you can tell it's unblocked, you can't see the pearl columns at all. It's all squooshed in. But it is definitely a braid cable and a left twist 2x2 cable, it looks like. Super cute. I might have to do this one just because I'm annoyed that I can't see it in color. There's got to be some, if I read the blah blah in the pattern, I'm sure there's a reason why they grayed it out, but I don't want to see it in gray. I want to see it in color. That's the Westerly Beanie by Tin Can Knits. And then we have this adorable little sweater by Lisa Kimmery.
That's cute.
Lots of people have done her entrechat top.
Oh, the other one?
Yeah, that's a similar
Yeah.
shape. But so this is a play on that one, but with this really beautiful chevron lace pattern on the bottom. It's so cute. It's like a little bolero. And it comes in really tiny people sizes and slightly less tiny people sizes. From a 3-month to a 10-year-old size, all in one pattern. That's pretty impressive. And they designed it out of Rios. So it is 1 to 3 skeins.
Nice.
Okay. Let me pop the links for those last 2 in there for you guys, because I got a little ahead of myself.
Let's see if I can. There we go. Now we can see the ones on the back counter too. They are so pretty.
Aren't they gorgeous?
I want that one and that one and that one and that one. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
So all of the above.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about classes, and then we'll do what we're wearing, and then we will sign off, pull orders, open the store, etc., etc. Okay, so for classes coming up on Tuesday, October 11th, we have the Cute Crochet Pumpkin Patch class. This is a really fun new stitch that I'd never done before, but it's kind of a variation on like a single crochet 2 together, so it's not very elaborate, but really fun to learn, and it makes this gorgeous kind of diagonal spiral texture. At some point, I'll finish stuffing Danielle's. We had a yarn crawl. I never finished stuffing hers. But hers spirals right because she's right-handed. Mine spirals left because I'm left-handed.
What?
Yeah. Oh,
that's awesome.
I think, is it up here? Yeah. It's not stuffed yet, but I can show you. Like, see the angle?
Whoa.
And then mine goes this way.
Did you really lefty-handed crochet
Yeah.
it? That's why it went that way?
Mhm.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, if you crochet with the hook in your left hand, you get this. If you crochet with the hook in your right hand, you get this. So I think that's awesome.
I feel like such a newbie.
Double-stranded bulky yarn or single-stranded super bulky yarn to make pumpkins about this size. Then on Friday, October 14th, we have the Twisted Headband class. This one is the one with that really fun magic trick. It does call for worsted weight yarn, so you could use Rios and make probably 2 headbands per skein. Depending on the size of the head, like you could probably get 2 adult headbands and 1 kid headband out of 1 skein, which would be really cute for pictures. But you knit or crochet the band before class, and then we show you how to seam it in this really unique way that makes a knot out of a rectangular piece of fabric. Then starting Saturdays, October 15th, and then the 29th and November 5th, we have the February Lady Sweater class. This one is a top-down worsted weight sweater, so again, Rios friendly. That will teach you how to do the raglan shaping, the buttonholes, how to divide for sleeves, the lace worked flat, how to pick up the sleeves, and the lace worked in the round. So you're getting a lot out of that class. It makes a really cute cardigan that you can kind of wear 2 to 3 seasons because it's all lacy. It's full of vents.
And perfect for Rios.
Oh, it's fabulous out of Rios. I really need to do this one because I missed the boat on this one the first time.
Okay, you can do the sample pieces for class.
Then on Tuesday, October 18th, we have the Crochet Wonderland shawl. This one can be done with mini skeins, with self-striping, as long as you have 860 yards of fingering or sport weight. Like, you could get away with merino cloud, no problem. Then you can make this gorgeous project, and in class we will teach you how to get through one repeat. It's like 5 or 6 rows, so that will give you time to learn the varying stitches that create this faux short row look. No short rows were actually used in the making of this project. Then on, last but not least for now, Saturday, October 22nd, we have the Gooseberry Hat. This one is a great one for learning color work because it's bulky, so it's fast and big needles. And all of your floats are only 1 stitch floats, and they're on the inside of the hat. So if anything's a little janky, nobody's gonna see because it is a folded brim. I striped mine. I was trying to get away with using leftovers. And so you knit, like, I think it's 30 rows of just plain knit in the round, and then you start doing this Fair Isle section, and then we'll teach you how to do the folded brim that hides that inside the fabric, never to be seen again. So that is it for classes. Then we'll talk about what we are wearing. Let me throw down some links here for you guys. So I am wearing my Raspberry Cordial Shawlette. This is a Casapinka special because you guys know I have a problem. It's not a problem. It's totally healthy.
Yeah. Knitting is good for you.
High fiber. It's got a really fun construction. I really like this where it's got this like second increase line. So instead of being triangular, you get like this half circle boomerang-esque combination. So you do garter stitch with these little flower petal stitches every so often in the top portion. Then you do like a variation on a feather and fan lace. Then some slip stitches with the yarn in front, so you get these little dashes. Then a garter stitch border, and you're done. This is 1 main color and 2 use smushy cashmere and then 2 smushy minis, and you'd be off to the races. I of course had mine pinned in place with a scarf cuff because no one likes their scarf to fall off when they're running around. There's our cute little pumpkin. And all those beautiful colors of Rios. And if anybody fell in love with that first sweater and wants help putting together colors, because we have more colors than we showed today, this was just what we reordered, we can help you. Call us. We'll email you pictures. It'll be amazing.
This is one of my all-time favorites, and it's an oldie. It's called Harold. It was with fingering weight, and it was mini skeins, but you could totally do this with a 7 series. Or any, you could do it in a solid. It's actually written as a solid. Pretty much reversible because it's hard to see where the colors are, and of course I'm showing you the wrong side now.
But it's so Like you can see just a little bit more like pearl texture on this side than on this side.
This is the right side.
That it's so subtle between the right and wrong side that
Yeah.
basically there isn't one. Just throw it on and go.
And it's the same set of rows over and over and over, so once you get it, you're like, oh, hey, I can do this.
This is therapy knitting.
It's all yarn over knit two together.
It's the kind of project you need when you're like, I can't focus.
Yeah.
I just need something to keep my fingers busy. So that will be it for today, you guys. I have the machine knitting class at noon today. We're going to open here in like 15 minutes, so we'll start pulling your orders and get ready to have a wonderful day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.